Hi there, and welcome to My.Na Properties, the show where you get all your property news, from whether it's green and sustainable to whether it's financially sustainable. My name is Jochen Kutsia. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a crazy time with COVID, with the economic slowdown. We're really feeling a lot of impacts, and unfortunately, due to the current restrictions, we couldn't get our guests to come into studio this week. But we have a jam-packed publication, so we hope you check that out today. We're going to take a quick break, come back, read through the publication, and let you know what's happening in this week's episode of My.Na Properties.
The Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair 2021 brings you exhibition excellence and will be taking place from 26 to 31 August at the Ongwediva Trade Fair Showgrounds. The theme this year is Gearing for a Smart Economy. This year, exhibitors have their option to showcase their products and services at the Ongwediva Trade Fair Showgrounds or virtually via a special trade fair website. Apply for a stand at www.oatf.com.na. Call 065 230 191. Email info@oatf.com.na. The Ongwediva Annual Trade Fair 2021 is proudly sponsored by MTC, FNB, Nedbank, Ongwediva Town Council.
So with this week's theme being sustainability, we wanted to look at going green, not only in how you build your building, but also how you warm it. And there and on the screen you can see Nedbank's new campus. How cool is that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is something exciting. I think, the capital has been buzzing with construction since they started, I think early last year. But they're making beautiful progress. The developers say towards the end of the year, we should see the building completed, and then a 3-year process will take place where the employees and all the other people who are going to be living and working and investing in this beautiful new green bank, how they are going to change, the cityscape, and also how we as Namibians see sustainable building. This building actually scored, 3 points shy of a maximum 6-star rating, which is incredible. Lots and lots of recycled materials, really, really smart architecture, and, with a focus on sustainability and rooting this very modern building in nature. So that should be very exciting to see. Okay, on page 2, we continue with the Nedbank campus. That's a street view from Independence Avenue. That's quite nice. I think that's going to be one of the most, most expensive square miles of real estate here in the country. Of course, you can see our themes here for the themes that are going to be coming up for the rest of the year. Next up in July, we'll have Light Up Your Life, Get Blown Away with Springs in the Air in August. Of course, Summer Revamp and a focus on safety. And Ensure Your Home in October, just so you're ready for, whatever might happen over the holidays. And then, of course, what will happen over the holidays, decor for the festive season. So that's going to be quite exciting. And like we said, if you want to be a part of this incredible Nedbank campus commercial and real estate space at the Courtside building next to the Nedbank campus, please give them a shout over there. That's going to be quite exciting. On page 3, we take it all the way back to your grandmother's kitchen and visit the iconic coal stove. A lot of us grew up around those. A lot of us had some of the best meals we'll ever remember with those. So, really nice story. And they're also quite functional in the way they heat your home. So you can check that out. We spoke to Olga from Magic Discounters. They, of course, have a footprint nationally and can deliver nationally, but they have really a cool range of coal stoves, so you can check that out. And yes, we talk about another hot topic at the moment, coal stoves and how to use them safely. Oh, sorry. Coal stoves and how to use them safely. It's quite a LPG gas, LP gas, my apologies, is quite a useful energy source and very versatile, but also if not used correctly could be very dangerous. Here's just some examples of the different heaters you see. But yeah, so check that out. Just to be safe, we can never be too safe, especially in winters. We know there's an increase in residential fires, shack fires and everything, and it's just devastating. So let's all be careful. And on page 5, you'll see a report by the UN Environment Programme regarding building back better. With COVID having postponed or stagnated a lot of big capital projects around the world, and also given us time to think about how we can upgrade and retrofit older buildings with energy efficient principles. This report looks at, post or mid-COVID spending. They say globally around 46 trillion US dollars was available for COVID, post-COVID development, and only roughly 360 million US dollars were used in a sustainable way to promote green building around the world. So if you look at that schematic down there at the bottom, it talks on the 5 key green policy areas, which is green energy, green transport, natural capital, green building upgrades, and energy efficiency, and of course, green R&D. These principles, I think, if you really look at that, that is where the world is moving to, and that is where we should look at putting our development capital. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, today's episode is going to be quite concise, but we thank you so much for tuning in. And we'd like to thank our title sponsor, Neo Paints, for, brightening up our lives and, bringing us My.Na properties. Till next time, my name is Jochen Kutsia. Thank you.